It is the danger when we get older to want security at all costs, and I see it in myself. There's a tendency to want to sort of protect and hoard, and it makes for a less enjoyable life. So it's
and suddenly nothing's as good as it was. That whole thing. When I was younger, back in my day. I mean, really, and I don't sound like that, but there are times you start sounding like that. It's like, man, oh man, you got to slap yourself. We were, you reminded me of Eastern Mountain Appalachian Roadside Modern Art. I think that might have been years ago, the first tune of yours that Mark and Bo Thompson, who knew your work, and Mark in particular, sprung on me when we were talking about, I don't know what, but,
some legislation about parked cars and
parked cars. Oh, how do you remember?
I don't know.
That is what it was.
Yeah.
They were talking about that Charlotte wouldn't let you park the car on the grass in your front yard.
Yeah.
How do you know better than I don't know how you remember better than I do.
That's gonna take away the foundation of the evolution of good mechanics, and the future of NASCAR is at stake.
It is.
So.
And it seems like so many times we'll be into something here, and then you've already been there in some song or with some tune, and that's how we first found out about Eastern Mountain Appalachian Roadside Modern Art, was when we were talking about the cars on the grass in Charlotte. And then what was it we were talking about? And then Boob Job. Yeah. I don't remember what. Well, I mean, boobs, you don't need any special.
It's always a good.
That might have just been Tuesday.
Yeah.
That might have just been any given day. And we get into that. And then just a couple of weeks ago, I guess this happened because I was driving in one day, and it wasn't just the usual somebody in the left lane who won't, speed up and just go the speed limit or whatever, or just move over and get out of the way, that sort of thing, which drives you crazy on the roads around here, and you get a lot of that. But it was, so they won't move over, so I finally move over to go around them. Then they speed up, so that you can't speed up. And so we got into that, and we're talking about that madness on the roads, and it started again. We've talked before about how, I wish you could have a paintball gun and just blast somebody, and the world would have to know they're an idiot. But that sentiment, that feeling, and then we found ourselves back in the David Wilcox path again, thinking about blow them away.
The world would have to know.
That's my idea. If you could shoot people with a paintball gun, the world would have to know that somebody declared you an idiot on the road.
I've actually thought you need a bumper sticker applicator on a long stick. You could just reach out the side window, and it just sort of rolls off this little roller, and you can apply a bumper sticker that specifically sort of tags them as, watch out, this person is texting.
Something. Jackace! Right there.
Yeah.
Go for it.
All right. Every morning I commute, a mild-mannered man in a business suit. When I want to come home at the end of my day, there's all these other cars stacked up in my way. I just pull up behind one, I pull out my pistol, I blow them away. When I'm driving my car, I just want to go fast, but there's this slow car, won't let me pass. I flash my lights, I honk my horn. Well, I have to consider him warned. I just pull up behind him, I pull out my pistol, I blow him away. Jesse James behind the wheel, it's a high noon in my automobile. You call me crazy, you're crazy, call me sick, you're sick. Yeah, well, just trying to get to where I'm going too quick. That son of a gun, he just cut me off 3 whole lanes. He pulled across and made me mad, made me swerve. Son of a gun, what he deserved. I just pull up behind him, pulled out my pistol, I blew him away. Oh, and look at this. The motorcycle he's riding between, he's splitting lanes, if you know what I mean. This cutting in line, that's an act of war. I saw him coming, I opened my door, knocked him over, pulled out my pistol, I blew him away. I had to do it. Jesse James behind the wheel. It's a high noon in my automobile. You call me crazy, you call me sick. Yeah, well, just trying to get to where I'm going too quick. Little old lady, bless her heart, she's walking her poodle across the boulevard. It was wearing a red knitted sweater, little knitted hat, probably named Fifi or something stupid like that. I said, here, Fifi, pulled out my pistol, I blew it away.
Now, I feel, Mark, like the other day when we were talking about the dueling emailers and the people talking about rebelling with weapons against the government, I feel Mr. Larson is not advocating that you blow anyone away.